This is Scotland HQ, and this is the day that we've all been waiting for. This is the day that Scotland open Euro 2024 when they take on Germany tonight in Munich. And that's exactly where we are right now. We are coming to you live from a traditional Bavarian beer hall. So if you hear any noise, that's exactly what it is. Punters getting stuck into their food and drink. It's going to be an incredible day, and we have an incredible show lined up for you. We're going to be catching up with Shay Adams from the Scotland training base. Comedian Ray Bradshaw will be out and about playing games with fans. But right now we are joined by two Scottish sporting icons. Right now next to me it is former Scotland midfielder Gary McAllister and rugby legend Gavin Hastings. It's great to see you both on the show. And Gary, you obviously didn't get the memo about the uniform for today.
Nobody gave me a Scotland shirt. My brother's nicked all my Scotland shirts. I've seen at least half a dozen in the big square here in Munich. On pals' backs.
Brilliant. It's an incredible occasion. This we're kicking off the Euros, playing against Germany tonight. What are your thoughts about this game,
listen,
Gary?
I can feel the anticipation. I'm getting butterflies myself. We're getting really close to kick-off, and I think we can cause a wee upset here. I think if we stay in the game for long enough and then be positive to go and try and score a goal, I think we can sneak a result. So I think we can get a draw.
What are your thoughts, Gavin?
Well, first of all, it's just magic being here in Munich. The atmosphere is extraordinary, and you have to be out and about, and you just realise that there is so much vested interest, particularly in the Scots being here, and the atmosphere is magnificent. So I'm just delighted as a rugby man to be here. I think this is bigger than football. It's like, this is Scotland, right? And the whole of the Scottish diaspora all around the world will be tuned into tonight's game, and it's brilliant because it's been a long time between courses, Gary, hasn't it?
No, absolutely, and I agree with Gavin. I think it makes for a better tournament when Scotland are there. You know, the fans come and they want to party, they also want to behave themselves, and they just want to join in and have a little bit of Germany. Look at there's beer everywhere. It's very special.
And tell me about tonight's game. Obviously Germany perhaps a side in transition at the moment, but going to be a very difficult match.
Yeah, looking at the squad, you know, the German squad is very strong, right from back through to the front. The thing for me is I get a wee feeling, and reading between the lines, that Nagelsmann's know everybody's cup of tea. I think some of the German players are with them, and I think a few are not. So Scotland have got to prey upon that. And if we can just, you know, try and nick that sort of situation, we can go and cause them problems.
What do you think, Gavin?
Well, I think it's all about belief in the players. I think Steve Clarke's done an amazing job just keeping the pressure away from the players. And you know, if they, ultimately it comes down to the 11 players on the field. And if they can believe in themselves and get off to a good start, I mean, they're going to have to do that. That's get into the game, get used to the pace. But I also believe that the magnificent Scotland supporters can play their part as well. And the longer the game goes on and we're in it, then we have a chance. And that's, sport at the highest level is about giving yourself a chance.
Yes.
And we've got a chance. The game hasn't kicked off, so we've got a chance, right? And there's massive anticipation and enthusiasm for this game this evening. And as I say, I'm just delighted that I'm here. It's brilliant to be here. This is Scotland Inc.
Yeah.
And I'm delighted to be wearing this shirt as well. Gary, you must be getting this shirt.
Does the fact that we're playing the host, does that give the game an extra dimension at all?
Sorry?
Does the fact that we're playing the hosts, does that give this game an extra dimension?
Well, it does, you know, because the thing is, Scotland going into the game as underdogs, but also, you know, look at from the German point of view, they came in with a lot of pressure, being the host. The German fans, the home fans, are expecting to just brush Scotland aside. And just go back to Euro 96, you know, we went down to Wembley to play England, and the Scotland fans outsang, you know, they're maybe 10 to 1, you know, supporter-wise, and our fans outdone them. And I'm expecting the very same tonight. You know, if we can frustrate the German team, which will then frustrate the German fans, and then the Scotland fans get behind our boys, anything can happen.
Gavin, how crucial will the Scottish support be tonight in helping drive the team forward?
You know what, Gary, I'm sure would agree with me, but when you're in the field of play and you're tired, there's undoubtedly a moment so Scotland players will be tired. But when they get that support behind them, they'll lift themselves up, and it takes them on to greater things and gives them massive energy and whatever else. I've actually got hairs on the back of my neck just thinking about, you know, what it means. And, you know, we were lucky enough to represent our country and play in big tournaments, and you can never replicate that. I mean, being a fan is the next best thing. But I tell you what, those 11 guys on the bench, they have a massive opportunity tonight, and they can make a name for themselves that will last their whole lives. And that's pretty special, you know, and I'm sure that's a message that Steve Clarke will be giving to his team.
How important is it that we get a good result tonight? We've still got another 3 games.
It's not imperative, so I don't want to put any pressure on Steve. Will be saying that to the players. Obviously, they don't. Everybody's saying a draw would be good. If we could nick a win, would be brilliant. But losing the game, we're not out. You know, my feeling is, if we're going to get through this group, is the results against the other 2. Yeah. So the games against Hungary and Switzerland, they're massive. And I actually think we're very capable of beating both of them. But looking at the way the qualification is, we might only need 1 victory. So this is a freebie. For me, I feel as if this opening game is a bit of a freebie.
Can I get a score prediction from you, Gavin?
I'm going to go 1-1. We have to get a goal. I think that would be brilliant. And I'd love to see the Scottish fans go absolutely nuts when we score that goal.
I'd love to see us keep a clean sheet, but I also would like to see us score. I think the Germans will score, but I'll go along with Gavin. We're both sat firmly on a fence here at 1-1.
Well, Gary, Gavin, it's brilliant to be speaking to you. And up next, we're going to be going to Amy Canavan, a roving reporter who was at a charity event last night in aid of street soccer. Let's see how she got on.
The party starts tomorrow, but the party actually really starts tonight. This is a bit of a star-studded event, and you are a very welcome guest, I imagine.
Yeah, thanks to the David Yarrow Family Foundation. We're the charity beneficiary for this event. It's bringing 350 Scots together for the night before, and it all dates back to the original Big Buddha Bar party in France '98, when David Yarrow and lots of pretty famous people got together for an ease-up. So we're doing it again tonight, and it's not just an event and a party. There's a wee bit more behind it, because actually the funds from the event will go to a number of charities, including Street Soccer Scotland.
Yeah, France '98 was brilliant. All the guys went over there, enjoyed it, and as I say, this is an opportunity for a new generation, if you like, of younger ones, young guys and girls that haven't travelled before with the Tartan Army, to come to a place like Germany. And Germany's excellent. It's a brilliant country. Love their football. Built of the Scots, love their football, love their beer, love a good time.
Great. I came this afternoon. I was on the flight from London, and I've never seen so many kilts on one plane. It was really quite funny when we landed. It was a Lufthansa flight. Other airplanes are available, of course, but
other airplanes are available.
the steward came on the tannoy, really welcoming all the Scots for the Euros, and it was really polite. And then he wished them all a brilliant day on the build-up to getting beaten tomorrow. And of course, the whole plane was going.
When the Ouija's with Squeegees came around, and it started to rain very heavily in Hampden, you know where this is going. And a certain "Why does it always rain on me" came on. My God, that was pretty special, wasn't it?
It was a heavy inbox day that day. Everyone kept sending me videos. Yeah.
We were in the studio.
That's right. Yeah.
We were in the studio making the record, and we were busy. We were doing stuff, and everybody's phones started blowing up, and we were like,
a lot of downloads all of a sudden.
Video after video, picture after picture. We're like, oh my God, it was amazing, and it's kind of become part of the Hampden playlist now. So
it absolutely is.
Oh, don't get me wrong, playing's the best. I'll tell you right now, playing is the best by a mile. But clearly you can't, everyone look at me, you can't turn the clock back. But the next best thing is coming here as a supporter, and obviously working and enjoying it, enjoying the games, going to the games, whether you're doing commentary in the games or doing bits and pieces and radio and things like that. It's the next best thing, and it's just fantastic to be here.
Now, you know what it's like to compete in those high pressure situations. What would be the top tip? If Andy Robertson's listening right now, I hope he is, what would be the top tip to him and his guys?
Just, look, they've done all the hard work. They're here on merit. They're brilliant. They know their roles. Just be themselves, not overthink it. I think that when I look at my own career, whenever I tried to think about what I was doing, I got it wrong. Whenever I just did what I was, I'd grown up doing, that's when I performed and that's when I won.
No, we're back on tour tomorrow. We go back to Dublin to tour with the Killers. We're on tour with the Killers at the moment, so yeah. And we're on stage just as the game starts. So it's
who organised that?
I know. So we're going to miss the first half hour, but we'll watch the game, and I reckon I've got a funny feeling.
It's got a sneaky feeling.
I've got a funny feeling.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not jinxing it.
I was at that event last night and it was absolutely incredible. They raised over £500,000 for street soccer. Incredible cause, and it was just so much fun to be at. We're going to do something a little bit different so far. So I'm joined here by Martin. Martin, say hello.
Hello.
Yeah. The reason he's not allowed to say a lot of words, that's the rules. Martin has some supporters behind you. Yeah. And no. Well, no. You can sing it. Wait. Okay, let's do it. No party. So. Right, stop, wait. I need to do a quiz. Right, so we're joined by Martin. Martin has people behind him. Everyone wants to make fun of Martin. It's a multiple choice questions. Yeah, well, I've heard the stuff you've said behind his back, and it's not nice. So, Martin, your job is you're going to be doing the Steain challenge. So, are you left or right-handed?
Left.
Left. Okay, so this is going in your right hand. So, what we do, obviously, we're in a beer hall. It'd be very inappropriate, so we're using M&S ginger beer. So can we get the Stein up, please? So you have to hold it. Put your hand out straight as you can. Not two hands, Martin. Already, I can see Martin's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with. Martin, I'm going to... Imagine. Martin, I'm going to ask you multiple choice questions, okay? So, we're going to do 2 minutes. You've got to hold it as straight as you can. Straight as you can. And we'll see how many you can get. Timekeeper, are we ready? Okay, Martin, we are starting straight, thank you. Question number 1, Martin. Who scored the last time Scotland beat Germany? Was it Don Hutchison, John Collins, or Gavin Hastings?
John Collins.
John Collins. Martin is incorrect. Question number 2. How many clean sheets has Angus Gunn kept? Is it 4, 5, or 7?
4, I think.
4. No conferring because we want him to look stupid. But yes, that is right. Number 3. How's your arm doing? Doing okay? Yeah. Who has managed the most matches for Scotland? Jock Steain, Craig Brown, or Steve Clark?
Craig Brown.
Again, give him the wrong answers, right? This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Whose record did Andy Robertson take as most capped captain? Listen to all the choices. Was it A, Billy Bremner, B, George Young, or C, Captain Birdseye?
George Young.
It was actually Captain. No, it wasn't. It was George Young. Well done, yes. This one blew my mind. Question number 5. Who is the oldest player in the squad? Arm straight, please, Martin. Who's the oldest player in the squad? Famously not in the squad, Martin. Oldest player in the squad, Wait, let's get some booing, So, your time stopped, You can bring it down now, Martin, bring it down. Martin, how do you think you did?
I think I done average.
Average is generous. Martin, you did 1 minute and 17, I believe, holding this down.
1 more minute than my wife said.
Yeah, 17 seconds. But it is the worst we've had so far. Martin, you got a total of 3 right. Happy with that? Yeah. Let's give a round of applause for Martin. So, Martin, you'll be pleased to know we got through 5 of the 25 questions we could have asked. So thank you for joining us. We're going to come back in a minute. But first, Craig yesterday joined Che Adams for a walk around the training camp to see how he's getting on. A nice romantic stroll. Let's see what it looks like.
Scotland, we're based in the beautiful alpine resort of Garmisch Party in Kirkin. Have you had a chance to get out and explore the place yet?
No, not really. I mean, it's just been hotel, training, and then back in our rooms, and obviously we've got the facilities of the spa to use, so no, not really.
So what have you been doing with your downtime then? How have you been enjoying yourself?
As I said, like the spa, it's got good facilities there. I'm also a fan of Football Manager.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's taken up most of my time in the afternoon.
Right, tell me a wee bit about your Football Manager game. Who have you gone?
That's a bit tricky. So I started off at Brentford.
Okay.
Got sacked from Brentford.
Oh, dear.
Joined Newcastle. Spent a ton of money and then got sacked from there.
Okay.
And then on to the next one, and I'm at West Ham at the minute.
So you're still getting more and more chances despite not delivering. That's incredible. Most importantly, have you signed yourself?
No.
No?
No, I'm not good enough on the game, so stay well away from me.
Okay, see, when we arrived in town, did you get the chance to take part in any of the Bavarian dancing with the locals? Did that interest you at all?
Not as much as John did.
No, he looked absolutely fantastic when he was doing it. You not fancy joining in with him?
No, not at all. I think I'd leave that to him. But yeah, we enjoyed the welcome that they put on for us and everything like that.
So we've got an enormous game on Friday against Germany. Without giving too much of the analysis and tactics away, what can we expect from this match from Germany? What are you expecting from the game?
It's going to be really hard. Obviously, we know Germany's a great footballing nation. I think we just have to, try and nullify them as much as we can and take our chances whenever they pop up, really.
You are really appreciated by your teammates and by the supporters for your selflessness, and you're willing to run and press from the front and put in the hard yards. How does it feel to play in that system? Yeah, and I think every striker that plays for Scotland and puts on the shirt that's what they're known for, and that's what they do. But as I said, I'm just want to help the team as much as I can, whether that's scoring, whether that's selfless runs and assists. So I think everyone's just buzzing for the game on Friday. The eyes of the world are going to be watching this game. We are kicking off a major tournament. We're playing against Germany, a powerhouse of European football. How are you feeling about this match? Looking forward to it. Yeah. I mean, ever since a young boy, you always dream of playing in tournaments and big games like this. So I think just relishing the moment and living in the now. Mm-hmm. Confident? Definitely. As I said, we just have to just take care of ourselves really, and not worry too much about what they're going to do to us, and try and impose ourselves on them. Well, Shay, good luck on Friday, and most importantly, good luck with the Football Manager games. The more you try, the more Aberdeen says, the more you stick, and the more you're likely to win the league. So good luck. Exactly. Cheers. Thank you. It's now time for the Ultimate Scotland HQ Challenge. We're taking legend versus legend, football versus rugby, and the ultimate battle of wills. We saw it in the first show, Scott McTominay set the bar very high, and we're going to see if either Gary or Gavin can beat it. Now, it's really quite straightforward. There are 3 tasks, and you have to complete them as quickly as possible. The first, all you need to do is flip and catch a beer mat. Then you've got to get a ping pong ball into the Steiner, and then all you need to do is sink a putt. It sounds straightforward. It's actually quite difficult. Play rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Oh, yes, Gary. Rock, beats, scissors. On you go, Gary. Gavin just asked you to stand aside there. Right. Go on, Gary. Your time will start now. Oof. Unlucky, go again, Gary. It's a lot trickier than it looks. Yes, he's onto the ping pong. Oh, that's the technique, no bounce, just try to get it straight in. Just finding your range at the moment there. Oh, almost off the post there. There we go. Where's Yuri Geller when you need him? Maybe he can move that Steiner there. Go on, Gary. This is going to take some. If you're struggling, Gary, you can move on to the next one. There, go on. Oh my goodness. Right, Gary, you can just move on to the putt. Just move on to the putt. There we go. If you can sink this putt, let's see how you get on. What's your handicap? Oh! Well done. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Well done, Gary. Right, now, Gavin, this is your turn. You've seen Gary do it. Can you do it any better? Gary, just ask you to stand over to the side there. Gavin, your time starts now. Yeah, oh, done it in a winner. Oh, he's got it. He's been unorthodox. I can't believe you've wasted time by. There we go. Excellent. This is good stuff there. Look at that. It's harder than it looks. Go on. Oh, almost. You're just finding your range there. Go on. Unlucky. If you're struggling, Gavin, you can move on. If you're struggling, you can move on. Persevering. I say that's off the post there. We move on. There you go. Try and sink the puck. Try and sink the puck. Get these fellas out of the way. Go on. Oh, yes! He nailed it. I know that nobody got the ping pong balls in, but I think it was Gary that won that there. Yes, Gary. 42 seconds, Gavin. 36 seconds, Gary. So, well done. Well done. The thing is, though, you came nowhere near to Scott McTominay. 18 seconds. 18 seconds for all three of them. For two putts. You need 2 putts, but there you go. So, but nevertheless, it's good to see that football coming out on top and rugby there. So, sorry, Gavin, I had to get that one in there. Now we're going to head back to Ray, who's speaking to fans and getting their predictions for tonight's big game.
So, we're down here with some fans that have been down here, and we're going to get predictions for the game tonight. That's the plan. First of all, what's your name?
Michael.
Michael. How confident are you for tonight?
Very.
Very. So what score are you going for tonight?
I'm going 1-0 Scotland in the first half from Scott McTominay, and we're going to defend the rest of the game.
So that was 1-0 Scotland, Scott McTominay in the first half, and then we're going to defend. Rest of your predictions don't need to be that specific. What's your name?
Paula.
Paula, how confident are you feeling tonight?
Very confident.
Okay, so what prediction are you going for tonight?
Okay, so I'm going to go 1-1 until the 89th minute. It's going to be a last-minute corner, and it's going to come into the box, and it's going to bounce off John McGinn's left cheek and go into the back of the net.
I think we both know what cheek we're talking about here, Paula, is that right? Yeah, great. And also, we've had Scottish sporting legends so far. We've had Gavin Hastings, we've had Gary McAllister. Let's go to another one. Partick Thistle, star striker, and man that I lust after, Brian Graham. How are we, Brian?
I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, you didn't know you were doing this when I brought you in, did you?
No, I didn't, but I'm quite happy to oblige.
Right, for the game point of view, what you think of it tonight? You confident?
I'm confident, but let's be realistic. If we're playing Germany in German, so I think it'll be a 92nd minute winner from Scott McTominay from 20 yards. But for the rest of the 91 minutes, I think we'll be defending for our lives. But at the same time, you've got to have that Scottish hope and think for the best.
I love that. Like, he's going to score with his bum, Brian, media trained answer. That's what we're doing. So kind of clean sweep. Scotland are going to win. Let's see what's happening. And I'm going to throw it back over to Craig for the end of the show.
Well, I want to thank our special guest who joined us today. Thank you to Gary, who's over there. Gary, bring you back in. And Gavin, sorry, you come back in a second. We've really lost Gavin. Gavin's eating a chicken drumstick. He's managed to put it down just in time to say cheer at us. So big thank you to Gary, big thank you to Gavin, and big thank you to Big Ray Bradshaw.
That was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed watching you all be terrible with ping pong balls.
It's difficult.
For such massive hands. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He just went straight in. Sorry. But nevertheless, join us again tomorrow. We'll be bringing you another action-packed episode of Scotland HQ. And I think I speak on behalf of the nation when I say, come on, Scotland.
Come on, Scotland!
Yes, let's do it! Yes!
Rise. We can still rise now.